Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to show you how to make a rectangle granny scarf. This is a super easy pattern, it's relatively quick, and you'll have a bunch of these made up in no time. The stitch for the granny rectangle is exactly the same as it is for a granny square. So if you're familiar with a granny square, this will be pretty easy for you to catch on to. For this pattern, you want to chain a length that is almost the size of the length that you want your scarf, because we're going to work that length around and around to grow our scarf. So in that way it is a little bit different than a granny square, but I'll walk you through it step by step. For this project I am using Ferris wheels by Lion Brand. I absolutely love this yarn and how it works up, especially in the granny shell stitch. You will need at least 2 cakes of this yarn. This yarn is 270 yards per cake here. I recommend 2, but obviously it depends on how large you want your granny scarf. With this yarn, I am also using a 6mm crochet hook. You can use any size yarn that you would like that is a 4-weight yarn. This color is evergreen, and you can see it has a nice self-striping effect which will look great in our granny rectangle scarf. To start our granny rectangle scarf, you want to start with a slip knot on your hook, and you're going to chain a multiple of 3 plus 4. For this pattern, I am going to chain 150 plus 4, so 154 total chains. 150 is my multiple of 3, and adding 4 to that is 154. But as long as you have a chain multiple of 3 plus 4, you will be set up for the pattern repeat. Once you have your chain of a multiple of 3 plus 4, we are going to count back 4th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and in that 4th chain we're going to work 2 double crochets. And that end here counts as a double crochet, so we have a shell. We're going to chain 2, and this will be the same for our corner. So we're creating a corner right now. We want to work 3 more double crochets into that same chain. So we've got a corner here. We're going to work down our chain, work a corner on the other end, work back up the chain, and finish our rectangle corner when we get back to the beginning here. All the way down the chain, you want to work these granny shells. We're going to skip 2. So those next 2 chains we're going to skip, and we're going to work 3 double crochets into the next. So every granny shell is made up of 3 double crochets. Once you have your 3 double crochets or a shell, you're going to skip the next 2 and work 3 double crochets into the next. And you should end with 3 double crochets into the last stitch of your chain. I'm going to keep working this pattern, and I will see you at the end of this chain. I've got my 3 chains left. I'm going to skip 2 and work 3 double crochets into that last chain. And these last chains act as our corners. So we're going to work these 3 double crochets, A corner is a chain 2, 3 double crochets right back into that same end chain. We need another corner because we need to go down this way for our rectangle. So chain 2 and work another shell or 3 double crochets right back into that same end chain. And now we've got our rectangle corner at this end. Continuing on, we are now going to work into the chains that are opposite the shells that we've already created. So we're going to skip this space. Here is our chain where we worked the shell into on the other side, and we're just going to work into that same chain and work our granny shell. So 3 double crochets. Find the next one. You don't want those big spaces. You want the chains that we worked into when we were working down our chain. So just work a granny shell into each of those chains all the way back down. Find the next chain where you worked the shell into and work a granny shell into that one. Alright, I have worked back down my chain. You can see this is where the corner is, that first chain that we worked into. I have one more chain right here that I need to work a shell into. So I'm going to work my 3 double crochets. And now we need one more corner here. So I'm going to work 3 double crochets into that space right here where the 2 other shells are coming out of. So 3 double crochets, and then to complete the corner, we don't want to just slip stitch. We need to chain 2, and then you can slip stitch to the top of that beginning chain, that first double crochet. And now you've got a corner. So for the rectangles, it's a little bit different than a granny square. The corners to start are going to have 3 shells in them. So you have a corner on this side, a corner on this side, and those are chain 2s. To continue, and this is the pattern repeat, we're going to slip stitch into the next 2 stitches, and we want to get across to this space, so the corner spaces, and slip stitch into the corner space, chain 3, and work 2 double crochets. That chain 3 counts as a double crochet, which means now we have a shell. Because we're on a corner, I need to chain 2, and I need to work 3 more double crochets into that corner space. Okay, so we've started our corner on this side. When we work back around, we will finish this corner over here and then join into that top of our chain 3. Find your next space here. So every space in between your shells from the previous round, you're going to work a shell. And that is the pattern. So we're going to work 3 double crochets right back into that space. Skip those 3 stitches or that shell, find the next space, and work 3 double crochets into that space. And you're going to do this all the way down, and I will show you how to go around our next corner. I'm at my next corner. So to do a corner, we're going to work 3 double crochets into that corner, chain 2, and 3 double crochets right back into that corner space. And that's what that looks like. Now here's our next corner. I am not going to chain 2 because I'm not creating a corner yet. I need to jump over to that corner. So I'm going to work 3 double crochets into that next corner. Now I can chain 2 for my actual corner and then work another shell right back into that corner space, so 3 double crochets. And that is how you treat the corners. So on the next round, we'll work our corner here. So 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. We'll skip to this space and just work our 3 double crochets. Skip to this next space, and that is a corner space. So we work our 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets into that space. So you only want to work the corner with the chain 2, so the 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet into the spaces where you have chained 2, not into any of these side spaces. So here we go along this side now, just work that last corner, and I'm going to work 3 double crochets into that next space. Skip to my next space, so just find those 3 double crochets, find that space in between the next set of double crochets and work 3 double crochets into that space. Skip those 3 double crochets, find your next space, and 3 double crochets into that space. And just continue this all the way back up your granny rectangle. I am back up here where we started, so you can see we've got this corner where we started. We need to complete this corner to end the round. So here's my chain 2 space. I am going to work 3 double crochets into that space. Chain 2 for the corner, and 3 double crochets right back into that same space, and that will complete that corner. And then I'm going to jump right over and slip stitch into the top of that chain 3 that we did to start the round. Just like that. To do the next round, same thing. You want to slip stitch into the next 2 stitches and then slip stitch into that corner space and work a corner. So chain 3, whoops, chain 3, 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets to finish that corner. And then you'll just be on your way. It is a super fast pattern. If you're short on time and need a quick gift, I highly recommend doing a granny rectangle scarf. It is definitely a unique look overall, and it's super easy once you get that granny shell stitch down and once you get your corners established. It is smooth sailing and just flies by. So I'm going to continue working this for another probably 7 rounds or so. So here's our first round here. You count out, here's the next round, and then so on. You can continue working this for as long as you want, so your scarf will start to grow widthwise and a little bit more lengthwise. So once you get it to the length and width that you're happy with, you can just slip stitch on that final round, and I will show you how to finish off. So I'm going to continue working mine, and then I will see you back here in a few seconds. So I am back on my last round. I'm going to work a slip stitch, as I've done for each of the previous rounds, right into the top of that chain 3, and I can fasten off. Just look at how gorgeous this came out. I love how it looks. If I had more room on my table, I could show you the full length of it. Okay, so you can see how wide the scarf is. Here is that center chain that we started with. So I've worked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total shell rows. 8 more rows after that initial row. Here, my scarf measures about 9.5, almost 10 inches across. It is a wonderful width for the scarf. I just love how it looks. You can tell that it's a granny style, but using that rectangle really elongates and makes it more interesting, especially on a scarf. My overall scarf length measures almost 5 feet, not quite, probably about 4 feet, 9 or 10 inches. Now, if you wanted a thicker width and a little bit longer of a length, you could keep going for as many rounds as you want. That is the beauty of this pattern. It's sort of like the granny rectangle infinity scarf. I just love how this yarn worked up in this pattern. You can see the second ball, I still have quite a bit left, so I could have worked more if I had wanted to. So there we are, the granny rectangle scarf. Super easy, super quick, and it makes a great gift. And I love this yarn as well. If I haven't said that before, I absolutely love this yarn. It's a 4-weight, however, it feels warm. It feels really warm. So even though we've got these spaces that are created from our granny shells, this feels really nice and warm and would be great for the cooler fall months. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video to others who might be crafty and into crochet. And until next time, everyone, happy crocheting. Bye!